On top the suspension and removal of 18 local government council chairmos dem, Federal High Court for Benin don decline hearing and transfer proceedings to Edo State High Court. The Federal High Court don comot body from the matter wey concern whether Edo State House of Assembly and Governor of Edo State Senator Monday Okpebholo get power to suspend the 18 local government council chairmos dem plus their vices. The court yarn say na Edo State High Court suppose handle the case and say the matter wey concern dem wey make dem sit na to check and interpret the suspension wey Governor Monday Okpebholo and Edo State House of Assembly give the 18 local government chairmos dem sake of alleged wahala with money matter. The judge wey preside over the case, Justice Babatunde Quadri, after im hear from the two lawyers, come talk say im no get power to hear the case again as im decline jurisdiction on further hearing. E come yarn say na Edo State High Court be the appropriate court wey go fit handle the matter wella since na state law e concern. After the proceedings, lawyer wey dey represent the Edo State Governor and House of Assembly, Barrister Andrew Adaze Emata, come talk say the issues of jurisdiction wey fall within the interpretation of the state law don dey resolved in favor of the state government and the House of Assembly.
This morning, the Federal High Court, Benin Division, gave what I'll describe as a landmark judgment on the issue of the suspension of 18 local government chairmen by both the governor and the Edo State House of Assembly due to financial malfeasance. Though they had filed one or two cases at the State High Court, they brought this matter at the Federal High Court Abuja, challenging the decision of the governor. The Federal High Court, in their wisdom, the CJ had to assign, or rather transfer that matter from Abuja, territorially, because you have a division of the Federal High Court here in Benin. So it was that same case that was transferred here. The court gave a decision today. And of course, the court declined jurisdiction because the Federal High Court can only adjudicate on matters within the provisions of Section 251, Sub 1 of the 1999 Constitution that lists areas for which the Federal High Court has jurisdiction. And of course, the matter that involves the interpretation of the state law, just as the court rightly noted, falls within the provisions of Section 272 of the Constitution that confers the State High Court with unlimited jurisdiction. And the court even said that even if you have a decision of the State High Court, the Federal High Court is not a place to come and enforce it. But rather, much as the defendants in that case have a right of appeal, you can go to the State High Court to talk of enforcement. So the court declined jurisdiction, describing it as an abuse of judicial process. And for us, it is not just victory for the governor, the House of Assembly, and the Edo State government. It is victory for the rule of law. The rule of law presupposes that you must not abuse the judicial process. It presupposes that if you know a court with jurisdiction, go to that court. So what they have been doing is forum shopping. And we thank God for today. It has clearly put an end to this case at the Federal High Court because the court has transferred the case file to the Edo State High Court that has jurisdiction and not this court. We cannot tell because they have been doing forum shopping. And the Federal High Court has informed them that this was the wrong court they came to. They came to a wrong bus park. It's like you are traveling to Kano, you now go to a wrong bus park. And that is what the court has said today, that this court does not have jurisdiction. We must thank the legal team because they did a very good job in prosecuting this case.
The lawyer for the suspended chairmos dem and the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Barrister Peters Agbe, come talk say since Federal High Court no gree hear the matter, dem go now face Edo State High Court to continue the case. Other matters wey still dey ground for State High Court include the impeachment of the local government council chairmos dem. Make una no forget say, as we see am, na so we dey talk am. We no dey take blame. Kata Ojeseli, TMC News.